A lot of you actually aren't people pleasers. I mean, you are, but you aren't. In reality, you're afraid of people judging you based on who you really are. For a while, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on who or what we're talking about, I used to have a low tolerance for things that did not make sense or overly emotional thinking, right? And I used to pretend in front of my friends that I was okay with their emotional behavior. A lot of times, emotional behavior is irrational behavior, right? Naturally, when emotions are high, logic goes out the window. Being raised in a household, and this is not no shade, with two parents seeing, and my mom is not the emotional one. My dad is. Like, my mom is like the level-headed one. My dad was the one who would just, anxiety would be high, screaming. My mom was the more calm, cool, level-headed. It is what it is. Let's focus on the now. Let's focus on what to do to solve it type woman, right? So I became like her. So having friends who act like my dad, and my dad eventually became like my mom after years, but you know how that go. And for a while I used to pretend like that shouting and screaming and doing things out of emotion was okay. Because when you're doing things out of emotion that does not make sense, I cannot stand it, because you make things worse. You make things worse. Like, I had a friend who, we were in nursing school together. She found out her boyfriend cheated, and she called me in the middle of the night, was like, let's go pop his tires, let's go. And I'll never forget, my other friend, who's a people pleaser, was like, yeah, okay, let's go. And I'm like, get the fuck off my phone before you get us all locked up because you were pissed off. It's other ways to do things than do something stupid and have us all locked up and out of careers for the rest of our lives. Like, I can't. Or like when people complain about the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it's an obvious answer and we all know the answer, but we're not acting on the answer because that's too logical at the moment. I'm that friend where I'm like, either you're going to do this or you're going to do that, or you're going to be quiet. So it's like, stop people pleasing, just be yourself. And I found my tribe of women who are just like me, who are like, do this, do that, or shut up. And I love it. And it's